What is up, SmackNPie? SmackNPie here, and Poppy Playtime Chapter 3 Chapter 3 theory videos officially begin. So in this video specifically, I want to talk about Kissy Missy. Now, I had Kissy Missy video planned, but shout out to our friend It's Just George, fantastic YouTuber. Check it out, link it in the description. They made a video talking about Kissy Missy and their, the small cameo that Kissy Missy had. Why did she do whatever she did and all of that nasty stuff. I should have said at the beginning of this video that spoilers alert, but spoilers alert. Now, without wasting any more time, let us jump into it. So what basically happens? What went down? We literally killed her counterpart, her significant other, Huggy Wuggy. What happened? Didn't she loved him and whatnot? Well, for that, let's just take a look at what exactly happened. A shadowy figure reminiscent of what we saw with Huggy Wuggy and flashbacks from Chapter 1 already started to brew in our head, and we were like, okay, that's a chase scene. Whoever it is, it's gonna turn the lever, the gate is gonna open, and we're gonna have to run whilst doing the puzzles. That would have been kind of cool, but no, we see Kissy Missy, she with her lovely presence, and she looks at us, first of all not recognizing us, but then she recognizes something else in us, and she pulls the lever for us. She leaves, but not before giving us one last look, and then she disappears. That's it. Her inclusion in this chapter was one of the most anticipated things amongst the Poppy Playtime community. So for her to just appear and leave without any explanation, it was kind of confusing. So I would like to take you back to the beginning of Chapter 2. In the beginning of Chapter 2, you get a note from Ludwig and a secret tape that you get to see where it says that it all begins in 1900s and Elliot Ludwig lost one of his family members. It's a tragic thing. From what we've learned, it's his wife, of course. But in the letter, we learned a little bit about the process, what he uses in the process of every toy that he's making and everything related to Playtime Company. That is the poppy flower itself. The poppy flower plays an important role in all of Poppy Playtime and every single toy and experiment and whatnot. Just like the ink was with Bendy and the Ink Machine turning, employees into cartoons, it's the same thing here, turning them into toys and whatnot. In one of the notes, it is mentioned that Mommy Longlegs and all these other toys, there's a specific purpose for each toy to make, right? For Mommy Longlegs is to give the presence of a mother to all these orphans and kids. It's a messed up thing that Mommy said that she was the only one all these orphan kids had close to a mother, which was a messed up thing. But Mommy Longlegs was made to give these orphans a motherly presence, number one. Huggy Wuggy was made as a friend to these orphan kids. There were issues with Mommy, there were issues. You can read all about it in the notes. But when Huggy Wuggy got popular, he became a little unstable as well. Of course, in Chapter 2, it is revealed that Huggy Wuggy is by far the best experiment that they've had because he's obedient and great reception. He's selling great toys, popular and whatnot, right? But when he loses his temper, when he gets aggressive, and he does not stop anyone. He does not stop any time. We've seen that in Chapter 1. After everything that has happened, we've seen as soon as Huggy Wuggy sees us, he starts chasing us. He gets aggressive, he gets violent. So they needed a counterpart to this. They needed someone who possesses the good qualities of Huggy Wuggy, but at the same time can also be marketed with Huggy Wuggy as a pair. Every time, whenever there's a superhero, male superhero, anything that is male related-ish that gets popular, there's always a counterpart in female. They needed something of a soft presence. Huggy Wuggy can come off a little bit, aggressive. Even with the hugging and the good side of him, he can come off a little, strong. But they needed someone to have all that, but a little softer presence, a little lovely presence, and that's where Kissy Missy comes into play. And with Kissy Missy, ladies and gentlemen, you get one of the best experiments in all of the Playtime Company. Nothing has been confirmed, of course, but with the popularity of Huggy Wuggy, the developers needed to make sure that Kissy Missy was handled right, and that's why she is a small cameo in Chapter 2, because they got big plans for her in Chapter 3. As for why she helped us, well, George, our good friend, has theorized that the whole reason she was created was to keep order and balance within Poppy Playtime, and that's why she goes around making sure that everything works, making sure that every toy is within the facility. We've learned from Chapter 2 that these toys don't get along too well. We've seen Poppy Playtime, we've seen Mommy Longlegs, they don't get together, and we've seen these other toys dead with the blood splattered across the wall. This is George theorized that those are Kissy Missy's doings. Whilst I personally don't agree with that theory, it's a good theory. It actually opens up another door as to, of course, there's a bigger person, there's a bigger character, there's a bigger villain who's overseeing everything, bigger than Puppy Playtime, Mommy Long Legs, and that the spider creature at the end of chapter 2, a video coming on him very soon. But Kissy Missy is like the first stage of keeping everything together within Playtime Company. Not a bad theory. As for why she didn't kill us, well, there could be tons of reasons. One of them could be there are classes within the Playtime Company of these toys teaming up or, going against each other. There are death quotes that happen every time you die. It shows that this isn't about you, nobody's here by choice, and things like that. That opens a floodgate in my mind that the quote of nobody's here by choice, meaning all of these toys kind of sort of want revenge on top of their own, personality and intelligence. Like each of these toys have intelligence and they have objectives that they want to do because that's why they're, created and whatnot. But then also some of these suckers want revenge. Some of them wants to do the right thing, like Poppy. She said terrible things have happened. She wants to do things right. That's why she needs us to get the job done. But Kissy Missy, I feel like she sees the bigger picture and she's like, okay, I am a small part. So as the Grab Pack Mortal, we are the small cog in the big machine. So she helps us to continue so that we can kill Mommy Longlegs and basically do things right. It's a rough theory, sure, but I feel like it could help us. The more we get in chapters 3, 4, we'll learn exactly each toy's motivation. We can kind of figure out Mommy Longlegs, Puppy, but it's a little tough for characters like Huggy Wuggy and Kissy Missy. But ladies and gentlemen, I would leave you here. Do let me know. It's a work in progress theory, yes, but I just wanted to start a conversation. Again, shout out to It's Just George for inspiring me and motivating me to do this video. All links are in the description. Subscribe, follow me to Instagram, and I'll see you in the next one.